Monday. It's lunchtime. The day has just been like crazy because there's so much going on. I cannot get my brain focused because I just have too much. I made a list and everything, but it's just like I'm so tired I can't concentrate on even on looking at the list and just not freaking out about it because there's so much to do. I need to finish checking the report card test. I need to input the, not the grades, but the marks, pass or fail or whatever, into the report cards. I need to put the attendance in. I have one kid that needs to take a test, but it's for social studies, so if I don't get it done today, it's not that big a deal. I can put it in later. They're due today. I don't know if I'm going to get them done, honestly. I don't know, to be truthful. I may just need to email my administration and say, I'm so sorry, I just can't get it done today, but it'll be done tomorrow, promise. I'll do my best, because I don't have anybody after school today. I had the first day of morning duty today, and it was great. They came in, and I just showed them where stuff was, and they just went to town drawing some pictures. And they weren't in here terribly long, because they didn't get here right at 7:30. I was here early. I was here at 7:15. That's what I'm going to try to shoot for every day, so I can get my head together before I have kids come in. Today, technology was not my friend. Everything I tried to do on the computer was delayed or frozen. You know that little spinning wheel where it's thinking? I call that the spinning wheel of death. That's what my kids call it now, or the vortex of death. They'll say that too. Oh, it's the vortex of death. I'm like, yes, it is. Let's just wait, see if it decides to work. So I got delayed starting my power hour group. Thankfully, I only had 6 kids today because 3 of them were sick. That's not good, but I'm glad that it wasn't a huge group to try to keep contained. Last week, it was much more kids. So this week, it's like half as many, less than half as many. So that's nice, especially since these are the kiddos, some of them that didn't get it the last time around, so they need more individualized help. It's much, much easier to intervene with a small group. If you're going to have a class size of kids in an intervention group, there's really no point in doing an intervention, I feel, because it's just a whole class. You need to break them up into smaller groups so you can do it. Anyway, just my feelings about that. You can tell it's lunchtime, and my time's ticking away. So I'm going to show you what I'm wearing. I told you I was going to wear all St. Patrick's stuff this week. And this is my first outfit for the week. I'm going to get more St. Patrick's-y as we go through the week. I'll get a little more goofy and wear more stuff. But today I have on this t-shirt. Everything pretty much came from Walmart. All my St. Patrick stuff. The shirts and the pants anyway. This is from Maurice's, I think. I just noticed I have a hole there. Isn't that nice? Probably from the hanger. Anyway, this came from Cato. This came from... don't really know. Do you know the story of the Claddagh ring? So if you point the crown towards your heart, you're taken. And if you point your crown away from your heart, you're eligible. You're single. So that's what that means. It's the Claddagh ring. It's Irish Claddagh. Sometimes it's used as a wedding ring in Ireland. I've got these little green earrings that I just got probably from Walmart a long time ago. Like 15, 20 years ago. You can tell how scattered my brain is because the time change is just not a good thing. When we spring forward an hour, we lose an hour of everything, and it just feels like more than an hour. It just messes me all up. It's bad. So today's a little wonky. Yeah. Plus the technology not working. Plus I had 4 kids gone. The one came in really super late, and it started out kind of weird. After we read Wonder, we go to the PTA used book fair where kids can get a book for 25 cents. Here's my outfit, and then I'm going to go eat, take a breath, and get my kids and start the afternoon. So all of those St. Patrick's Day leggings that I showed, gosh, it's been a couple months ago now. I'm bringing all those out this week. So here's a better view of my shirt. Isn't that pretty? It's got like gold shimmery stuff. Just butterflies, and there's some little shamrocks. See, I'm going to get more St. Patrick's Day as we go along. Yeah. And then here are my leggings. Here are my leggings. They're cute. Yes, they are capris, but on capris go to here on me. So they're pretty long. So I just put extra long socks on to touch the top of the capri so they'd stay down on my boots today because it's only going to be 50 at the high today. It was like 30 this morning. A little cold for going in flip-flops. I'm all about the flip-flop life. I pretty much go straight from flip-flops to boots and from boots back to flip-flops. There's not much in between unless I need to wear dress shoes or something. Look at my list of things to do. So you can see I'm checking some of them off. I need to eat my food and I have like 5 minutes. I don't even want to. You know what? I might just throw it back in the fridge because honestly, You know when you're feeling stressed out and just frazzled, you're just really not hungry. It's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I might just eat during recess today. Or after school, because I don't have kids after school. I did my duty already. Here's what I would have had if I were going to eat, because I did heat it up and everything. Got one of these cafe steamers, this ravioli with the chicken marinara. And if you're a vegetarian, just take the chicken out. There's not a ton of it in there anyway. But the filled raviolis are good. Let me show you what it looks like when you cook it. Well, it's a little goofy looking now because it's been sitting, but can you see that? I want to spill it. And there's, here, do this. Yeah, it's pretty good. I just put a little bit of salt in it because it's not very seasoned. Pick up kids from lunch. Well, there goes any choice that I had for eating lunch. Okay, I'll just leave this over here, and that will remind me that I put it back in the fridge, and I'll heat it up later. Okay, I'm going to go grab my kids. Here's the agenda for the afternoon. We are going to, one thing we did with our writing. Ooh, we got avalanches trying to happen. One thing we did with our writing, with our donut opinion / persuasive writing was, we've done the whole thing now. We did the intro, the conclusion. We did the 3 reasons why, justifications. I had them peer edit today, so I partnered them up because I wanted like a higher kid and a lower kid together so they can read it. Oh my gosh, I need to clean piles. Anyway, my nose is running now. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh yes, peer editing. So I had them each read their paper to their partner and have their partner tell them if it made sense or if they need to add something. So tomorrow they're going to do it again, but they're going to have pencils so they can fix their mistakes, and they're going to turn it in. And that's going to be the end of it. Because I'm not even going to have them write the final copy unless it's just really hard to read. Some of them won't even need to do that anyway. But if they can just edit it on the page, I don't care if it's published, because we're not going to put it in the hallway. It's just for a skill. So I got to go pick up my kids. Oh my goodness, I'm having one of those days where you're busy all day, but you feel like you're not accomplishing anything. Like I'm not getting anything checked off my list. So for writing today, we're doing this quick little thing. So I replaced my penguin writing that was out in the hallway because we have conferences on Thursday and we needed something cute to go out there. So this is You're Worth More to Me Than Gold. It's a freebie on Teachers Pay Teachers. It's linked below if you want to try it with your kids. It literally, you can do it in half an hour for sure. I just projected the one that is the front page of the resource. I could not get my computer to work for a while, so I did write it first, but then I projected it because I'm not very good at drawing people, so I showed the one that was on here because it was much better. So they just pick somebody. Some of them wanted to do their teacher, some of them wanted to do their family, some of them wanted to do their friends, so I wrote those words for them. But they just write, so-and-so is worth more to me than gold, and you can have them write because. I didn't have them write because, since I wanted them to do it really quickly. So a lot of them are finished. Let me turn the camera around so you can see the state of my room, because we are in varying degrees of completion of this project. So you can see some of them have done their writing but need to do their drawing. Some of them need to cut out. All over the room. It's just kind of, some people are really fast, some people are not as fast. It's okay. I told them they just had to have the writing part done before recess. They didn't have to have the whole thing done, just the writing, because the rest of it will go super fast. The writing part is what takes a while. So here's some little cute ones. Look at these. Aren't they cute? And they get to draw a picture of the person that's special. So, Logan, you are worth more to me than gold. Mom and Dad, you are worth more to me than gold. Mimi, you are worth more to me than gold. Now this one did backwards, and I told him to put that on the bottom, but you know, sometimes. Maya and somebody is worth more than gold. And Dad, you are worth more to me than gold. I have some extra pieces because I had 3 kids gone. So if you need a quick little St. Patrick's Day activity, that's good for lots of stuff. That's going to look really nice on the bulletin board to replace the thing I finally took down from winter, because it's almost spring and we need spring stuff out there. I also pulled down the snow globe writing finally. Got that taken care of. We will have our donut writing done tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to post that. I think I'm just going to put that in their portfolios to take home at the end of the year, because I try to collect one thing from each month that kind of represents that month, and that will be this month's. So that'll work really great. Plus this Actually, donut writing will be February, and then we'll have the Worth More to Me Than Gold for March. I keep forgetting that I don't have kids after school today because I had morning duty. So that will be really nice to go back to having that 45 minutes or whatever. Now, when you come in at 7:30 for morning duty, you can leave at 3:30. So my daughter won't be here that early, but I told her I'd try to go ahead and get upstairs and be waiting for her so she can just grab me and go. What happened to the shell?
It's shredded. It's shredded.
It's shredded. So, sit down, please. So what do you think the vinegar did to the shell?
It's shredded.
You think it like dissolved it?
No.
I have a special toothbrush just for the experiment. Okay, we're gonna brushy, see what happens. Circles, right? Brush in circles?
Yeah.
Circle. Is it working?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a Colgate Max Fresh, so it'll have really nice breath.
Why it looks tasty.
We're gonna do before and after. Before. See the brown?
Yeah.
Ready for after?
Yeah.
After.
Oh!
Now, is this as white as it used to be?
No.
It's still stained a little bit. It's a lot better than before it got brushed, right? Really, dentists say you should brush your teeth after every meal. So how many times do you have a meal in a day? 3. A lot of you probably have breakfast and then lunch and then supper and sometimes snacks in between. So really, we're supposed to brush our teeth every time we eat, but nobody has time for that, do we? To be real.
No.
Because like after lunch, do we have time for 20 people to go brush their teeth?
No.
Not really. But could you do that at home after supper?
Yeah.
Could you do it in the morning before you come to school? That's why it's really good to go to the dentist every 6 months and make sure he checks your teeth and cleans them for you.
I've been
So,
alive for 7 years.
now you can write your conclusion. You can draw them too if you want. Show what they look like. That would work great too.
We can?
Yeah, for sure. So you can. You could write and draw. There's space for both.
I just got it.
That works too.
Yeah,
You can see that.
I don't think we know what the Leprechaun say if we're caught.
Hello. Made it to the end of Monday. Barely. Oh my goodness. This is quite a day. So just felt like scurry. The kids were so super excited about the book fair. The PTA used book fair is all set up with tables marked preschool all the way to 2nd grade. They have the books kind of laid out in those kind of age ranges. The students could bring a quarter today to buy 1 book, and then tomorrow they can bring whatever they want, and they can buy as many books as they want. Well, somebody generously donated a quarter for every child in the school, so every student went home with a book. Now I'll tell you, I never let a kid in my class not get a book the first day. I always have extra quarters in my desk just for PTA used book fair day, so I don't want any of my kids to go home without a book. Now, if they want more of them, they have to bring them themselves the next day, but I make sure on the first day that everybody gets one. I feel like I need to get some stuff printed before I leave, and I can't remember what it was I was going to print. And I'm looking at my paper, and it's not helping me. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Meh. I think I need to grab some of my old tests. Maybe. I don't even know. I honestly couldn't tell you. I did not get my report cards done, though I tried. I could not get them done, no matter what. I just couldn't. So I will be doing them at home tonight. It's the easier part, at least. I've already graded everything. I just need to record everything and put in the attendance, which I mentioned that somebody finally figured out how to do it on the computer. I printed it out. So all I have to do is look at it. So exciting. So it tells how many absences and how many tardies. It even has year-to-date absences. Wow. Got a kid that's missed 27 and a half days. 27 and a half. Yep. It's a lot. Say the student averages about once a week. Sad but true. Okay. Here's my newsletter in the middle of stuff. Okay, I'm going to take this pile of stuff home. Got all these coins today and didn't use them. Yep. That reminds me. I need to take some gold ones home for a game. So, I'm just going to take this bag home. do. Do you just do that? Just like carry stuff back and forth, like school, home, homeschool, school, home, homeschool. The students really enjoyed finishing up the tooth experiment, as you can tell. They were super excited. They were super grossed out. They thought the vinegar egg smelled really nasty. I'm like, yeah, it smells like Easter eggs, doesn't it? And they're like, yeah. I need to put out this little dude. I put the Shamrock decoration out. I'm going to stick him in it and see if anybody notices him tomorrow. We're going to set our Leprechaun traps on Friday because St. Patrick's Day is on Saturday. So we're not going to do it on... Some people are doing it on Thursday. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with all that during conferences. It's not good to have that stuff set out. So my kids are going to set them up Friday before they leave. And it works out great because I don't have late buses anymore. It's a real hassle when you have other kids in your room. Yeah. You have to be like, don't sit over there. Don't sit over there. You have to really limit where your kids can put their traps too. Don't put it anywhere kids need to sit. I mean, it kind of takes up the whole room. So my kids won't be so limited now, which will be good. So I'm going to stick him up in the clover Shamrock that I put up. I don't think I showed you the Shamrock. I showed you the Shamrock when I bought it, but I don't think I showed it to you when I put it up because I didn't have time. So here it is right up here. Isn't he pretty? It came from Dollar Tree. I'm going to stick, he's going to sit in it. Hopefully he doesn't go falling out of it. So he's going to be like Elf on the Shelf. Oh, he looks cute. Look. Isn't he cute? Huh. Now, they should notice him tomorrow when they pledge to the flag, which is right in front of him. So they're going to be like, oh, there's a leprechaun in our room. I cannot wait. Hopefully I can film their reaction. Like, I won't be able to film their faces, but you could probably hear them being excited because they were super excited about the Elf on the Shelf, and I was able to capture that on video. Yeah, that'll be fun. I just cannot today. I cannot. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I cannot focus today for anything. Like, I have my lesson plans. They look really nice. I don't know if I showed them to you. I'll show them to you right now. Check it out. Don't they look nice? Like, it looks like I know what I'm doing. I can barely see those, but look at that. The big green strip is conferences. Look, I did even visual plans. That way I knew exactly what I was doing. Because sometimes if I just put, like, the picture of the worksheet, you can't really tell because it's just a little white thing. But, like, I've got everything on there. I just don't know what I'm doing today. I feel like I just went through a whole week of school, didn't have a weekend, just came right back. That's what it feels like. Ugh. Yikes. I'm just worn down and ready for a break. Ready for a break. I really wish we didn't have a whole other week after this. Yeah. But if wishes were horses, we'd have herds and herds, wouldn't we? Yes, we would. Okay, I'm going to get this. I'm just going to get it because I want to. It'll be super fun. I got this thing paid for. Continue so I can download and I can show you the awesomeness that it is. And that's been my brain all day, just like that. My kids were so funny. They're like, Miss Vaughn, you're crazy. I'm like, I am? Probably so. Oh, I don't know if any of you watched Tiffany May, Miss May, One Fab Teacher, but she had a video about a week ago, I guess, probably last weekend. Like, not yesterday weekend, but like a week ago weekend, about They Won't Stop Talking. I think that was the name of the video. And one of her tips was to call them on it. Like, if they keep talking during a lesson, you just sit down and go, would you like to teach? Well, I did that today because I've done it before, and the kids usually go, and I'm like, can I please teach then? Thank you so much. I did that to one of the kids, and they were like, no. And I said, can I please teach then? I would really like to. And they're like, okay. So they stopped talking and listened for about 2 seconds. And then another girl, she just was flippity-flopping all over the rug and all this wackadoodle stuff. And I looked at her and I said, friend, would you like to come teach this lesson? And she said, sure. And I went, here you go, sister. Handed her the marker, sat down. You know what? That little stinker did an awesome job. I'm not kidding you. So I'm actually going to start doing that for real. I'm going to look for kids with good behavior that know what they're doing. They can prove they can do it, and they're going to explain it to the class. Because honestly, what we're doing is so stinking easy. It's graphing. Graphing, people. We're doing graphing. Chapter 11 is 3D. I don't remember how it goes. It's either 2D or 3D shapes. So the next 2 chapters after this are shapes and fractions. They totally already know it. So I'm going to start doing that as a reward. I'm going to let them teach. I'm going to have student teachers, literal student teachers. She rocked my socks off. I'm not even kidding you. She totally nailed it. She asked them questions just like I would that were not on the paper. She went, okay, friends, let's look at this. I mean, it was like meeting me. It was so cute. I wish I could have filmed her. It was so stinking cute. She just got up there and she's like, she stood on the step and she had the marker and she's like, okay, now on this one we need to do this. And I was like, rock on, sister. I'm just going to sit back here and take a nap. You don't need me. That was so funny. Oh my gosh. Well then, later, I said, okay, thank you very much. Let's move on to the next section. She's like, I'm not done. And I said, maybe next time. Because we got to hurry up. We got 4 minutes. And she's like, okay. So I got the marker back. She loved the spotlight, apparently. She felt that power. She wanted the power. Anyway, I said, honey, you would make a great teacher someday if you want to be one. You've got the talent for it. She explained things really well. She would write a kid's name on the board. She would call on them. She'd go, oh, raise your hand. She'd call on them to answer. And if they answered well, she would write their name and give them a star. It was so cute. Oh my gosh. I almost died. I was just sitting in my chair laughing so hard. Like, I wasn't in this chair. I was in the chair by the board. But it was hilarious. I so wish I could have filmed her. You would have gotten a kick out of her. She's a sweetheart. She's the one that'll come down the hallway and go, give me some sugar. And I'm like, yeah, bring it in, sister. She's the cutest thing ever. And she totally rocked my socks off. I loved it. Oh, wow. I downloaded this thing 3 times. So it's really on here. Okay. Oh, my goodness. So then another kid later that I knew was not getting it, but he was just goofing around because he was next to a kid he wanted to impress. He was just goofing off like crazy. It was driving me bananas. I'd already asked him. I said, friend, please pay attention. I need you to learn this. Blah, blah, blah. Did all the nice little teacher things. And I finally said, would you like to teach this next page? Uh-huh. I went, okay, here you go. Well, here's the problem with this kid. He can't read very well. So if you can't read very well, you can't give the directions for the page. I said, here you go. Go for it. And he looked at it and I said, do you know what you need to do? And he goes, uh-huh. And I went, all right, go for it. And he goes, he started to write something and I said, do you know what it says? And I was kind of saying it really quietly. I did not want to embarrass him. That was not my purpose. Not at all. I was trying to get the point across that he really needed to listen. And I said, do you know what that says? And he goes, I said, here's what it says. Here's what I think. How about I help you out? And how about I teach you this time? And maybe you could teach next time. But I think you really need to listen so you know what it says. Because I think you could do it really well, but you just don't know what it says. And so you need some help with that. And he's like, yeah. So I helped him out. And he knew what he was doing. He did. But you can't teach someone if you can't go along with the lesson page. You know what I mean? So, but, and I had a kid, can I teach? Can I teach? Can I teach? I said, well, we'll just have to see how well you do as a student first. And then if you're a really good student, maybe you would make a really good teacher too. And they're like, oh. So maybe that can be a reward for them. Teacher for a day. That'd be cool. Call in sick and just not come in. Yeah. So I'm going to have actual student teachers, I think, because I've got several that are just, I mean, especially with these easier concepts, they're basically making graphs and then answering questions about the graphs. And, you know, if they have trouble, I'll jump in and help them. But I'm going to let them take it away because don't they say the best way to make sure you know something is to teach someone else? Basically, that's not exactly the phrase, but yeah. I can know if they know how to do it by them teaching someone else how to do it, right? Yeah, you be the teacher. So, and I think I'm going to use some of that I teach, you teach, like, and mirror and all that stuff from whole class, whole brain teaching. I'm going to incorporate Kagan strategies and whole brain teaching stuff together because I already do like the class, blah, blah. I've done the mirror thing. Okay, friends, mirror. And I have them, I'll do something and they do something to show how to do it. Like I've always done that with vertical, horizontal, and diagonal. I've always had them mirror me so I know that they know which direction is what. And I do that with maps, like when we're learning the cardinal directions, north, south, east, west, and all that yada yada. But I think I want to start doing okay, teach. So I'll be like, they'll partner each other and they'll teach each other what they learned and they can help each other. Like, does this make sense? Yeah. Now you tell me. Okay. So then they're explaining their thinking and so they both get it. Okay, I showed you this on a little tiny like thumbnail, but here's a bigger thing of the game pieces that go on the board. I'm doing this backwards. Okay. Okay, there's the little launch letter and the rainbow seeds And there's all kinds of stuff. Oh, there's the little envelope. It's so stinking cute. Okay, here are the challenge pages. So this is like this is stuff my kids could do. Hundreds, tens, and ones. Well, we've never done the hundreds, but I could figure that out. And then we haven't done money either. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something with this. I'll figure it out. But yeah, it's made for 2nd and 3rd grade, but you can change it up. Like they could do later, they could do fractions. Right now they can't. Oh goodness. Yeah, these are too hard for 1st grade. Way too hard for 1st grade. But you can do your own thing. Okay, so let's see. I think there are blank pages back here. Yeah, there's the game pieces. La-di-da. And then there's supposed to be like... Oh, I know what it is. Oh, sorry. There's an editable part of this because there's a PowerPoint. Yeah. Because that was the PDF. Okay, here's the editable part where you can change it how you want if it'll open. Okay, so you can put in what you want here. It's a blank page with the stuff on it. And so you could like screenshot something that you've already got, like a worksheet that's already on there, and you could put it on there for whatever. These are names. That's cool. I guess when they get a challenge completed, they get things. Cool. Once I figure it out and I know what I'm doing, I'll definitely share with you. I'm going to get packed up because my daughter should be here any moment and I can leave zippity quick. I'm going to close this down. Because whatever I need to print, I don't need it for now. So I can just do it in the morning. I want to make sure that I've got my ducks in a row for report cards. And go collapse at home. And then I'm going to have to work on report cards tonight. But I just could not. Couldn't focus. All right. Grab my purse. Grab my stuff. Get out of here. All right. I will definitely, oh, that's a lot better. Definitely talk to you. I will definitely talk to you tomorrow. Hope that your week was wonderful. I hope your Monday was great. And I will see you on Tuesday. So this is a report card grid. It's got all the skills for the whole year. And to mark it, we put what quarter they mastered it in. If they did master it, we put an X. If we didn't assess it, we leave it blank. Awesome. After you make your rainbow, make sure you get your graph done. Oh, you sort it. That's a good idea. Then you can find your colors easier. Oh, it's so pretty. Now you need to pop gold over here.
I can do that.
That'll be cool.
I can put
You can put your yellows. You can put your yellows over there for the pot of gold.
I'm making a huge rainbow.
Cool. Don't forget to get your
Man's
Awesome.
I'm doing
Where's the paper? Don't forget to do this. Did you get the graph card done already? Okay. Okay, we'll do the questions together. You didn't have enough blues? Alright. Look at that. Lucky 4-leaf clover.
Look at my rainbow.
It's beautiful.
It's actually pretty good.
It would.
And then put the yellow ones, the gold, like fall laces in their jar.
She's thinking, dude.
Okay, a substitute spare rubbers are put on too tight.
Oh, she gotcha. Oh. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Yes, every day I'm wearing something leprechaunish. St. Patrick's Day. I'll show you my outfit in just a minute. So my kids are at specials. I'm finishing up report cards. I didn't get them finished because I didn't bring home all the tests. Whoops. Because I've got some from before that I need to check, like from last quarter. So I'm going to be working on that during plan time, the rest of it, and lunch. And probably recess time too. Yeah. Let me show you what I'm wearing, and then I'm going to get back to work, and I'll chat with you later. So I've got a t-shirt and leggings and tall boots. And my clotter ring. Of course, my nails. And then my little Shamrock earrings. And this crazy little headband. Dollar Tree. I got this from Dollar Tree. The shirt and the pants came from Walmart. And that's pretty much everything. Let me back up so you can see the whole thing. I did have a sweater on. It got really warm in here, so I took it off. I think the high today is only 50 like it was yesterday. It was really cold this morning. Here's my shirt, closer up. This is Love with the shiny Shamrock, and these have little green hearts in it. And then here are my leggings. They're sparkly Shamrocks too, kind of like my sparkly headband. I thought we need a little fun today. We need a little fun. I didn't wear these at the very beginning of the day. I put them on during Power Hour, and the kids in Power Hour were like, "Oh, that's funny," and it made our time a little more fun together. I was scrolling through Instagram this morning when I was up at the crack of dawn, and found a really cute How to Catch a Leprechaun writing craftivity. I already had something planned, but I hadn't copied it yet, so I'm good. We're doing it today. Look at this. Isn't that cute? This is by Caffeine in Kindergarten. It's on her TPT store for $1. $1, people. I'm not sure how long it's going to stay that way, but this is really super cute. And I've got all the pieces copied now. I just need to like cut things out. And I don't think I made enough of these. I think I made enough for the kids to have 3 of them. So they're just going to scatter them on there. But it'll be really fun. So we're going to do the writing part on How to Catch the Leprechaun before recess during writing time, and then after recess they'll get to make the leprechaun, which will be really fun, and it'll be a really cute thing to put on the wall for conference time. Yeah. All right, so it's a win-win. It's fun, it's educational, and we need more practice on how to. Yes, the sequencing part. Also, they can use these ideas to make their leprechaun trap, which they can bring in Friday to set up, so we can see if we catch a leprechaun over the weekend. Super fun. Okay, put this over here. These are stacks of papers from Power Hour when students got to practice skills they were deficient in. So I'm going to go through here and see which kids actually passed the tests after I gave them a test. And then I can input them in the grade card and hopefully get stuff done. And I need to go check my reading levels, and I didn't get everybody tested, but that's okay. It was optional this quarter, but the weird thing is we've been told this whole time it's optional, but then we begin an email saying, please put your data into the grid. Well, if it's optional, not everybody's going to have data. So, I don't know. But I haven't gotten a chance to reading test anybody this week yet. And it's only Tuesday, so I haven't had time today at all. And I wouldn't have anyway, because we do math in the morning. But this afternoon, I'm hoping to test some kids. And the sight words, I'm just not even going to worry about them right now. Just not going to do it, because there's too much going on in their little brains. So, I'm going to get to work and try to get these grade cards done so I can send them to the principal. Be done. I haven't made anything for student-led conferences as far as like their portfolios. I need to get those big pieces of paper that you can fold in half to make a folder out of. Haven't done that. Don't have any of this stuff copied. Haven't worked on any of it with the kids. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Yeah. Amidst all the other stuff. We'll probably do that during, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Probably during writing time, I guess. I don't know. We'll squeeze it in there somewhere, and we could, I don't know, there's just like no time to do anything, but they need to do that part. It's going to be easy. It's going to be basically what I think I'm good at, what I need to improve on. Stuff they can tell their families. All right, I'm going to get to it, and I'll check back in with you later. Hi, it's lunchtime, and I am just mixing up my lunch. I'm having this today. Yummy, yummy. Only like 300 calories, but it's really good. Here's the thing, I just have to mix it up in the sauce. Broccoli and chicken and Alfredo sauce. Yummy. No pasta, so it's no carb. I need to keep working on my report cards. So I'm going to do that while I eat. I still need to reading test several students. My buddy teacher over here is going to test some of them too. And we'll see. My super high kids, I don't have to test. Actually, I don't have to test anybody. But I certainly want to test the kids that weren't at grade level last time so I can see if they are this time. So if nothing else, I will test and see if they're at grade level, and we'll go from there. So at least one test per kid today and tomorrow, because I can always add it on to the grade card later, report card, whatever you want to call it. We don't do grades, so I feel like I should call it a report card, not a grade card, since it's just they did it or they didn't do it. Like I said, I'm not even going to do sight words because I just don't have time anyway, and that's really not essential for this testing period. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to eat my lunch, and I'm going to get back to my report carding. Talk to you later. All right, update. Report cards are done, except for those kids that I still need to reading test. Everything else is in there. Yay. Woo. So I'm going to be reading testing today and tomorrow. And my partner teacher is going to help me too, so we can probably whip it all out. Feels good to have that done. I did attendance and everything like that at home last night. Everything that I could, I did. And then I pulled out the retesting papers from before so I could get kids reorganized for everything else. So there's not a lot left to do. I'm so glad. All right, I'm going to finish my lunch and sit here for just a few minutes before it's time to go get the kids. I've got just a couple minutes before I need to go upstairs and get the kids from lunch. So I'm going to finish my few bites of broccoli and chicken and breathe for a second and then regroup for the next round. I will chat with you later. Hi, I just took my kids to recess and we watched How to Catch a Leprechaun on YouTube because then all the kids could see it really well. And now we're working on this. I had them do a planning page first to get their thoughts in order, and then I gave them the book so they could just copy from this onto this thing. When they return from recess, they'll finish up their writing part. We'll put the book together, and then they get to make the little thing coming out of the top. It's going to be really cute. And if we don't get it done today, we can finish it off tomorrow, and it'll be ready to go in the hallway. Yay, it'll be really cute. I don't have like the little squiggly thingies, but I think that's ribbon. It doesn't look like paper. It looks like a ribbon, but you wouldn't have to have that. That's just more hoopla, but that's okay. Hoopla's good. But I do have all the other pieces. I have the brown backing. I have the little lock. I have the coins, so it'll be good. They're very excited to do it. They totally enjoyed coming up with how to catch the little dude. I've got this ready to go for tomorrow's spelling practice. So it's a bump game, and they will use. They'll each get a little thing of coins. One will have the gold and one will have the green, so they can play. They'll each get 10. Yeah, they'll have 10 green and 10 gold. I just dumped them all over the floor. Oh well. And whoever runs out of their coins first wins. So they shake 2 dice or roll 2 dice, whatever. I like to shake them up because then you don't have dice flying everywhere. So you know my distaste and disdain and hatred actually for clink, 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 clink. 20 students doing that. Well, 10 at a time, but you know what I mean. Too much. So I have the little foamy dice inside the dice cups. I wish they had like little Shamrock shakers that I could use, but someone probably somewhere in the world has those and I just haven't discovered them. But we'll just use our normal little like Glad or Ziploc containers with the lids and shake them up. Though, so it's a good math practice too. So they have to add the numbers together and then they look for that number on the board and then they cover that with their coin. Their partner shakes. If they get, and they have to, okay, let me back up. They have to shake up their dice, add the 2 numbers together to get the number. They get the sum, and that's the word that they're going to read and spell. These are our spelling words. So they'll say there, T-H-E-I-R, there, and they'll cover it up with their coin. Partner does the same thing. If they get there, they can take that one off. If the other person only has covered this with 1 coin, your partner can bump you off and take your spot. So that's pretty cool. They love to do that. They love to bump each other off. They're little evil monkeys. So you hear, you're like, oh, somebody got bumped off. So it's super fun. Great practice for reading and spelling and math all in one. So it's pretty nice. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Today we did our rainbow spelling, and I'll show you what they did. So I put on the board, I wish I hadn't erased it already, but I just put the paper on the board, which was this little dude here. This came out of the Anna Brantley spelling pack that I have. And then next to it, I put the spelling words, and I just put them up in a line. And then I wrote March and Spring on top of that. Next to each word, I put the first letter of the color they need to use, and I put Roy G. Biv, starting from the bottom to the top. They had to write each word in whatever color that was next to it. I'll show what they look like. Isn't that cute? So we've been talking about rainbows and the colors of the rainbows and how rainbows happen. So it's kind of tying into weather too, which is one of our first grade standards. I think there was another writing page in here. I was trying to find it. So I want to keep them all together. Oh, there's one. Donut writing. I think there were about 4 kiddos that needed to continue editing. They didn't quite get finished earlier. Today, they could take however many quarters they brought and go to the PTA used book fair and spend however much money they had brought. So they were super excited. So while we were playing our strategy game, that I showed you with the coins, and they had to cover up. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. Trying to do too many things at once. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me try to start over. When they were playing this game here, with the coins, while they were playing that, I tried to grab partners, I tried to grab kids that were partners that had brought money for the book fair and send them together so that you didn't lose your partner. But if I took your partner and I took someone else's partner, then I paired you up together, that game goes so fast, it's really easy to switch partners. So it's not a big deal. It's not like a long convoluted game. I mean, they take, somebody wins, somebody loses, and then you set it up again. Just play over and over and over. It's really great. So that worked out really well. And I need to take these little papers and put them on the back side of those, because there's nothing on the back side of that, and that'd be great. And then after they play their bump game, they could play the strategy game too. So I just need to pull these off the clipboards. I like to stick them on clipboards so they're flat. They don't wrinkle up the sheet protectors when you put them on the clipboards like that. So they keep them on the clipboard, please. And they have to be gentle and not let them slide off. So it works out pretty well. I'm going to go get my kiddos. And we're going to finish doing our awesome writing with our Leprechaun stories. Run to the restroom, and I'll talk to you probably after school. I'll let you know how things went. Going to take my Scholastic order upstairs, my printout, so they can pay the company, because we always do purchase orders. And then I've got these little conference things I need to get colored paper for. Some of them I'm going to put on Astro Brights, but some of them I'm just going to put on regular paper. Like the note I send home to the parents, I'm not putting that on Astro Brights, because I don't want to waste it, honestly, because they're just going to throw it away. But like this one, the thing I rock at, I'm okay at, and I need to improve. That'll be on something cute. And this, my goal thing, that'll be on something cute. So I'm going to go to the office and find some paper. Whew. So I got my white copies made, and I got my colored copies made. So I've got papers to send home to the parents, questions to ask your child after conferences. So I feel like I should save that till later. And then this is the little flippy book that they make. This is the top. So they write something they rock at, something they're okay at, something they need to improve on. This goes on top and it flips open, and they can share that with their families. So I'll have them make that tomorrow. Oh, this is a note that I want to send home tomorrow. It's a parent letter. I've also got my goals. I'll have them fill that out, and they're going to have to fill out their reading levels for the year, so that'll be good to share with families. And then I've got a couple of graphing activities that we're going to do. So I have papers everywhere. My daughter should be here soon to whisk me away so we can run to Walmart and grab a few things and go home. I have just a couple of kids I need to put in the report cards, and I can electronically send that to my principal. I'm going to get this finished on my report cards. I can stuff these tomorrow. Hopefully when the kids are just drawing in here in the morning and have morning room. I accidentally Sharpied my desk earlier, so I need to wipe that off with some wipes or something. I'll see you in the morning.